Hello everyone and welcome back to Real Literature. Certainly in today's video we have an exciting academic topic to explore. We will be delving into the subject of Indian writing in English, which is a fundamental component of the MA first semester curriculum at Gulbarga University. Our primary objective is to dissect and analyze the inaugural text in this course, which happens to be Sri Aurobindo's transformation and the word of the silence. Right. Sri Aurobindo, a prominent figure in Indian literature, will be our guiding light through these profound literary works. We will embark on a journey of literary discovery as we unravel the themes, symbolism, and intricate narratives woven into these texts. Expect insightful discussions and interpretations that will deepen your understanding of these literary masterpieces. Furthermore, we will also take a comprehensive look at the syllabus for the Indian Writing in English course. This will be not a course; it's a subject, right? This will provide you with a clear roadmap of what to expect during your studies, helping you to navigate the subject matter more effectively. To enhance the learning experience, we will strive to present the content is an elevate. Sorry. uh, so now we are delving into an enriching exploration of Indian writing in English as we unravel the brilliance of Sri Aurobindo's work and shed light on the course syllabus, all in the pursuit of academic excellence. So first we're gonna discuss this syllabus of Indian writing in English. What is their first objectives? To introduce Indian English language and literature to students. Then this section, ये वाला जो सेक्शन है ट्रेंड्स और मूवमेंट्स, द एडवेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश इन इंडिया, तो ये जो मूवमेंट्स है, ये ट्रेंड्स और मूवमेंट्स, ये राइटर्स एंड ये वर्क्स, ये आपको 16 मार्क्स में एग्जाम में आएगा. एंड ट्रेंड्स और मूवमेंट्स में कौन से ट्रेंड्स और मूवमेंट यहाँ पर दिए हैं इस साल? द एडवेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश इन इंडिया, प्राकल्पना मूवमेंट, इम्पैक्ट ऑफ colonialism on IWE, पार्टीशन फिक्शन, इंडियननेस इन IWE इन, एंड जो लास्ट वाला है इंडियन इंग्लिश थिएटर. तो इनमें से कोई लाइक 3 भी आ सकते हैं, 2 भी आ सकते हैं. एंड राइटर्स में क्या है यहाँ पर बोले तो K.A. अब्बास, G.V. देसानी, बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी, रुत प्रवर, एंड व्हाट वाज दैट यार, व्हाट इज दैट, हाँ, जाबूवाला एंड शोभा दे, शशि देश पांडे, भारती मुखर्जी. वर्क्स में यहाँ पर क्या है बोले तो आज़ादी, सनलाइट ऑन अ ब्रोकन कॉलम, ए स्ट्रेंज केस ऑफ बिली बिस्वास, रैट्स एंड डिप्लोमैट्स, एंड द लास्ट वन इज बाय बाय ब्लैकबर्ड. तो यहाँ पर 7 टेक्स्ट आपको रहेंगे, तो आपको इसमें से एनी 5 तो यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है, लेकिन आपको एग्जाम्स में एनी 4 टेक्स्ट को आंसर करे तो यूल गेट out of out marks if you write properly. तो यहाँ पर the first text is from Sri Aurobindo's transformation and the word of the silence. So these are poetry. Nizam Ezekiel's, the second one is Nizam Ezekiel's Poet Lover Bird Watcher, and the second one is Night of the Scorpion, and the third one is Kamala Das Surayya's An Introduction, and the Sunshine Cat. Mulkraj Anand's Coolie, and Guru Charan Das's Larin Sahib, Vaidehi's Soliloquies of Saugandhi, and the 7th one is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Who is Shudras. तो यहाँ पर क्या है बोले तो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की पोएम है. स्टार्टिंग में मैं लिखी थी, आपको ये यूज़फुल होगा आपके नोट्स प्रिपेयर करने के वास्ते. Transformation by Sri Aurobindo. My breath runs in a subtle rhythmic stream. It fills my member with a mighty divine. I have drunk the infinite like a giant's wine. Time is my drama or my pageant dream. Now are my illumined cells joys a flaming scheme and changed my thrilled and branching nerves to find and what is that channels of rapture opal and hyaline for the influx of the unknown and the supreme. I am no longer I'm no more a vessel of the flesh, a slave to nature and her laden rule. I am caught no more in the sense narrow mesh. My soul unhorizoned widens to measure. Measureless sight, my body is God's happy living tool. My spirit is a vast sun of deathless light. तो इसका आंसर, ये पोएम को कुछ इस तरह से लिखा था मैंने. फर्स्ट आपको लिखना पड़ेगा श्री अरविंदो का थोड़ा सा इंफॉर्मेशन. लाइक श्री अरविंदो वॉज born on 15th August 1872 and died in 5th December 1950. He was an Indian philosopher, yogi, Maharshi, poet, and Indian nationalist. He was also a journalist, editing newspapers such as Vande Mataram. He is the best known for his philosophy on human evolution and internal yoga. At the age of 7, he was sent to England. Wow! To complete his studies. He did his I have to write here he did his schooling from King's College, Cambridge, and also he had learned various foreign languages like Greek, French, Italian, German, Latin, and Spanish. And his famous works: The Human Cycle, The Synthesis of Yoga, The Ideal of Human Unity, On the Veda, Transformation, The Word of the Silence, Essay on the Gita. And its introduction. The mystic poem Transformation is full of spirituality and divine inspiration. The central theme of the poem is the poet's transformation from a sensuous to spiritual existence. Here, the title itself denotes a transition of the form according to the poet. Transformation necessitates the change of one's current form into the divine form. In the poem Transformation, the poet gives a beautiful and vivid picture of the transformation that takes place in a yogi's personality. He describes how the yogi transcends time and space and how he feels a tremendous power in the body. Sri Aurobindo preached and practiced internal yoga. The aim of this yoga was to bring the supermind from on high into the plane of human consciousness and bring about a complete transformation of the personality. So here is the summary of particular transformation poem. एंड अगर आपको क्वेश्चन इस तरह से पूछेगा कि किसी टू पोएम्स अरविंदो के किसी टू पोएम्स पर अपने ओपिनियन को एक्सप्रेस कीजिए या फिर डिस्क्राइब एनी टू पोएम्स ऑफ श्री अरविंदो, तो आपको जब इतना बड़ा आप नहीं लिख सकते वहाँ पे, इतना बड़ा एक समरी नहीं लिख सकते आप. और अगर आप एक सेपरेट समरी लिखोगे तो वो एक्वांटस हो जाएगा. तो इसलिए हमारे जो सर थे और वो बोले थे कि मिक्स्ड है ना आंसर दो पोएम्स का. एक लाइन इसकी रही तो एक लाइन इसकी, इसमें में आपको आंसर लिखना है. तो अब नेक्स्ट हम द वर्ड ऑफ द साइलेंस पढ़ेंगे, उसके बाद उसका एक इंट्रो पढ़ेंगे, उसके बाद मैं आपको एक आंसर है जिसको मैंने दोनों को कंबाइन करते हुए लिखा है. तो अगर आप वैसा वाला आंसर लिखोगे तो आपको बहुत यूज़फुल रहेगा. आप इतना एक ही इसमें नहीं लिख सकते, टाइम आपको मैनेज नहीं कर सकते फिर आप एग्ज़ाम में. तो यहाँ पर है हमारी नेक्स्ट पोएम, द वर्ड ऑफ द साइलेंस बाय श्री अरबिंदो. ए bare impersonal hush is now my mind, a world of sight clear and imitable inimitable, sorry, a volume of silence by a god had signed, a greatness pure version of will, one once on its pages ignorance could write in a scribble of intellect the blind guess of time, and cast gleam message of ephemeral light, a foot for souls that wander on nature's rim. And but now I listen to a greater word, born from mute unseen omniscient ray, the voice that only silence ear has heard, leaps mission from an eternal glory of day, all turns from a wideness and unbroken peace to a tumult of a joy in a sea of wide release. तो इसका इंट्रोडक्शन मैं कुछ इस तरह से लिखी थी. इंट्रोडक्शन. In the poem, the word of the silence, the speaker depicts the changes occurred within him after the transformation. Both poems, transformation and the word of the silence, are interconnected, and without the transformation you cannot hear the word of the silence. This poem describes the profound silence that engulfs us in the states of deepest communion and the true healing it brings. तो ये द वर्ड ऑफ द साइलेंस की समरी कुछ इस तरह से है. तो यहाँ पर आपको मैं ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन एंड द वर्ड ऑफ द साइलेंस, ये 2 पोएम्स का एक मिक्स्ड आंसर आपको प्रोवाइड कर रही हूँ. उसमें मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन को कुछ इस तरह से लिखा था कि क्या लिखा था यार मैंने यहाँ पर, हाँ राइट, फोकस नहीं हो पा रहा है यहाँ पे. The poems Transformation and the Word of the Silence are written by Sri Aurobindo. He is best known for his philosophy on human evolution and internal yoga. The mystic poem Transformation is full of spirituality and divine inspiration. The central theme of the poem is the poet's transformation from a sensuous to spiritual existence. And in the poem, The Word of the Silence, the speaker depicts the changes occurred within him after the transformation. Both the poems, Transformation and The Word of the Silence, are interconnected, and without the transformation, you cannot hear the word of the silence. According to the poet, transformation necessitates the change of one's current form into the divine form. In the poem Transformation, the poet gives a beautiful and vivid picture of the transformation that takes place in a yogi's personality. He describes how the yogi transcends time and space and how he feels tremendous power in the body. एंड यहाँ पर क्या है बोले तो Sri Aurobindo preached and practiced internal yoga like many other poems of Sri Aurobindo. The poem entitled Transformation is also a mystic poem through which the poet has shown the union of his soul with the divine soul. The title word transformation means the change of the form or substance. Here it refers to the change of the poet's heart from mortal to immortal form. The poet's breath, that means his life, is like a stream and his limbs are filled up with the spirit. His heart is devoted to spiritual thought. Every cell in his body becomes a divine spark. and his nerves functions like the strings of a finely tuned musical instrument. The yogi's body and senses are not absolutely under his control. His soul feel free to soar into the limitless space. He becomes totally free from egoism, and he begins to consider himself to be just a tool in the hands of God. The yogi thus feel tremendous power, intense joy, great wisdom, and deep humility. Transformation is a beautiful sonnet which describes in a vivid manner the experience of the yogi when the spiritual transformation takes place in him. Whereas in the poem, The Word of the Silence, the speaker depicts the changes occurred within him after the transformation. Both poems, Transformation and The Word of the Silence, are interconnected, and without the transformation, you cannot hear the word of the silence. This poem describes the profound silence that engulfs us in the states of deepest communion and the true healing it brings. In the first stanza, the poet describes about his new feelings after getting transformed into a divine one. He says that his mind is now a bare impersonal hush which gave him a clear and unique side of the world. It also enabled him to listen the great and pure volumes of silence which is assigned by the head of the god. When deep silence is truly encountered, we began to recognize the limitations and erratic nature of the intellect. The poet is describing the materialistic world as an ignorant, while spirituality as food for souls. According to the poet, people are wasting time without knowing the meaning and a reason of their existence. After illuminated with the knowledge and divinity, the poet says that now I listen to the greater word which cannot be listened by everyone. Only transformed people are able to listen the word because it is born from the mute, unseen, omniscient ray which is present everywhere but is still unseen for those who have remained untransformed. और इसका मैंने कंक्लूजन कुछ थोड़ा ही लिखा था because of time deficiency. Conclusion: therefore, Sri Aurobindo has briefly given us an idea of the bliss and power that yogi experiences. I trust that all of you have comprehended the content presented in the video, and should any questions or uncertainties arise, please do not hesitate to post them in the comment section below. Kindly remember to subscribe Real Literature, like, share and engage with the video by leaving your thoughts in the comments. Your active participation is greatly appreciated. Bye.